What's up, y'all? So I'm laying down, watching TV, trying to figure out if I want to take a nap or not. But I'm watching Belle Collective. I'm catching up because I got 2 episodes that I'm behind on. And so I'm watching the episode where Selena and So Gucci have a conversation. Now, this is just like another one of my rant videos, child. I just want to voice my opinion on something. So the conversation between the two of them definitely was a bit rowdy initially. But I can sense more so on So Gucci's side that she was just really trying to just have the conversation, because this is something that she's been wanting. Even though Selena doesn't know what's been going on behind the scenes, she has been wanting to just, make sure that everybody, more so his daughters, are on the good foot, and that JJ makes it right with his daughters at least. And she did want to have a conversation with Selena at some point. So I'm glad that she just, gave in, even though they both was a little rowdy at first. She was the one to give in and be like, you know what? I'm sorry. After Selena had her breakdown, because Selena did start crying, and she said, okay, go ahead. Because Selena did say she was hurt and all of that. And so Gucci is like, I'm a mom. I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt you. I felt like it was a very genuine moment. And so I appreciated that. Now I'm over here about to get pissed off because Selena then went and talked to their daughters. And now all of a sudden they're questioning whether or not So Gucci is genuine in her apology to Selena, because she didn't hit Selena with a follow-up, which is now causing Selena to second guess the authenticity of the apology. I get so tired of stuff like that. Like, why can't the girls just take the apology for what it is? Her mom was there. Y'all were not there. So if Selena is feeling like the apology was genuine, then just take it for what it is and move forward, because she doesn't need to follow up. She doesn't need to. At this point, the apology was made, and now it's time to show and prove. A follow-up was not needed. And then it's like, y'all giving So Gucci so much heat, daughters. Y'all giving her so much heat. And I understand, she got into it with y'all mom. Like I said, Selena is not innocent with this whole situation, but they are on better terms. And instead of just accepting that, it's like y'all don't want them to be on better terms. To talk about the only relationship y'all care about is y'all dad. Meanwhile, y'all dad don't give a about y'all, not showing up to the baby shower and everything else. JJ is more so worried about the grandchildren. He don't care about y'all for real. He just said that to So Gucci in the scene. So y'all just keeping up mess, and it's not necessary. Take the apology for what it was and move the hell on. Who wants to be stuck in that? Who wants to be stuck in that family dynamic? I hate that. And I just got annoyed watching these girls do all of that. Letitia about to start getting on my nerves. Letitia, like, what was the point of this New Orleans trip? Y'all didn't do anything. Y'all went to a cemetery where slaves used to be, or where slaves are laid to rest, I think. I think that's what they did. And then after that, y'all went to your empty-ass brunch. Like, girl, I don't really understand. These brunches are serving no purpose. At this point, I really feel like Letitia really not in charge of the girls when it comes down to this group. 1, she messy. Her intentions are always questionable. And then 3, she don't really be about her business for real. Because every time we see these brunches, they be half-assed. That whole little, I don't know, that room where you were supposed to buy stuff from vendors. What was that? And then you didn't even have Marie's stuff up. And then Marie confronted you about it, and you keep placing the blame everywhere else instead of taking accountability. Like, nobody was buying shit anyway. Ain't nobody buying them goddamn plates, girl. What? She just seems like so much of a joke to me. Her and Glenn. I don't take neither one of them serious at all. And then I just don't like the fact that she keep trying to push Selena and So Gucci to be in the same room and looking at So Gucci crazy when she decides to leave. You don't have respect for my boundaries. I don't. Now, granted, 1 minute it seemed like they're not supposed to be in the same room legally, and then then the next breath it seems like they can be. They just choose not to be. But whatever it is, if So Gucci don't want to be in the same room as Selena, then that's perfectly fine. She can do whatever the hell she want to do, instead of you trying to force them to be together. That's just gonna make matters worse. And honestly, I feel like So Gucci should have cussed her out a long time ago. Tisha is messy and just doing way too much. This is the second time that Marie and Latrice tried to be on the good foot. I'm hoping that this one sticks. It seems like Latrice is more open to it. It seems like both of them are open to it, and I really hope that they can be on the same page. That is the one good thing that came out of this, I guess. I mean, because Tisha keeps saying that. But yeah, it is the one good thing is that Latrice and Marie had a conversation, and that So Gucci and Selena had a conversation. But other than that, this New Orleans trip was pointless as hell. Like, girl, what was the reason for this? To go to the brunch that y'all could have did in Mississippi, and honestly, we don't need to see these no more? Girl, please. Loving the fact that Dee was very open and honest about her mom and feeling like, girl, you know how to show up for that man and his kids, but when it come down to me and my brother, you don't know what support looks like, because had I had your support, I wouldn't have been at that bridge. I love when kids hold parents' feet to the fire. I love open and honest conversations amongst children and parents. So Gucci really didn't have much to say about it, So of course, she's apologetic, and I don't know where to start. Well, girl, start by showing up. Show up. The same way that you've been advocating for JJ to make it right with his daughters and everything like that, you need to be putting that same type of energy towards your daughter. And she seemed to see the light in her confessional, but honestly, it shouldn't take all of that. But at least Dee was open enough to have the conversation with her mom and let her know where she is with her emotions. Even when So Gucci was hugging on Dee, Dee really was looking like, girl, get the fuck off of me and just do what the hell you need to do. Like, show up, So Gucci. I mean, honestly, So Gucci is my favorite out of all the ladies. I don't know. I just like her personality. She do got a little smart mouth. Like, I like her. But, girl, you need to stop putting that man in his pigtails first. That is your husband. So, of course, show up for him. But do the same for your kids, girl. Why do it seem like this is twice too many times that we've heard this conversation? Now, Dee already expressed that when we got introduced to the kids and they dynamic and stuff. And here she is saying it again. Girl, where you at? Clock in. And just like that, I was giving it too much praise, because Latrice said that she still sees Marie as the manipulative liar that she knows her to be. Well, child, so much for trying to be optimistic. Talk about, but she could still make me a burger. Girl, F you, Marie. Don't make her no more burgers, okay? Because she wanted fake makeup. I said, well, if that's the case, then why did you go into the room with Cliff and you was trying to make it seem like y'all was in a good space, like you was happy about it? You know what I'm saying? Only for you to, I don't know, something might have happened back, behind the scenes that we're not privy to, because we know that they do the confessionals typically after the season wraps. So maybe social media got to them yet again, and that's the reason why they can't be on the good foot. I don't know. But now Latrice is feeling some type of way about her Goddess Lymphs opening and soft launch for Taste being in the mix of Glendale's Glendale's birthday party. I guess Cliff is hosting a birthday party for Glenn at the restaurant after the festivities. So I feel like if it's after y'all's events, then there shouldn't be an issue with that. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. Maybe Latrice is feeling like she in some type of competition with Glenn, since that's Cliff's bestie. When Cliff gave that speech at the brunch last week when he got that award, I said, child, what the hell is he saying? What is going on? Luckily, I be having closed captions. I think they had subtitles at the bottom of the screen regardless, but I still was like, what? He's so country and all his words just mixed together. Like, I'm used to, people with southern draws. Clearly, I was raised in Georgia, but I'm like, sir, what? Say that again. And most importantly, speak up. Shout out to So Gucci and Akeisha for throwing this event together. It was very nice. Sophia says she tired of Audible, okay? At this point, she only focusing in on her kids. I must say, I really, really love the friendship between Akeisha and Gucci. It seems very genuine. They are really there for each other. It seemed like a real friendship that exists outside of the show, in which I appreciate that. So I love just watching them interact on the show because it just gives very authentic. Even when Sophia was talking about, or So Gucci was talking about all the things that she had going on with her daughter, how she's not there for her. Keisha was tearing up, and I just love that because it just shows the love is there. And she was like, "Girl, look, we got a show to run, so we ain't got time for all of that. Tighten up now." But the event was really nice. It was very informative. This looks like a legit event. No shade to Tisha's brunches because they are legit, but this is how you show your events on TV. And so the cast, they get together after the event, and JJ is singing Letitia's praises. Like, we finally got to see what goes on inside of your brunches. Thank you for inviting the men. Huh? Oh, they in the drawer. Are you here? Put on your Ninja Turtle shirt right here. Right here. But yes, he was singing her praises about the event, happy that the men could finally be a part of it. And he was like, "But I was just mad because I had to leave so early because my ex is there." And he was like, she was basically like, "Yeah, I don't have no control over that. You don't have no control over who I invite." But the thing is, the difference is, Tisha, you purposely invite both of them and don't inform the other of who is going to be there. You do that on purpose and you leave that out. So that's why I feel like So Gucci would not be wrong if she decided to cuss you out, because you be trying to be slick and hide your hand. And I don't like that. Where was Marie Monroe? I just realized she wasn't there. Shout out to Miss Monroe because she graduated with her doctorates down at Oklahoma State University, okay? I know that's right. She really has been putting her business in the forefront and making it the priority since she's been on the show, and I absolutely love that. So all the ladies were invited with the exception of Latrice. I didn't see Akeisha there, so I'm not sure if she showed up, but I don't know if I said that she's having a graduation party, but the fact that Tambra got up to give her congratulations on the mic, okay, that's making strides. So Marie, don't cross her again, because at the end of the day, Marie is my second favorite out of all the ladies. But I will say that you was dead ass wrong for how you approached Tambra, the stuff that you said. And even when y'all had the talk a few episodes ago, your excuses for doing it, I was like, girl, no, there's no excuse, period. You need to just be quiet, apologize, and own up to your wrongdoings, because at the end of the day, you was wrong. Tisha and Glenn get there. Sophia and JJ get there too. And so the men have a conversation. Glenn wants to approach JJ for how he approached Tisha at the healthcare event. JJ didn't come at her wrong. He didn't raise his voice. He gave her props on the brunch and said that it was a bummer the fact that he had to leave early because Selena was there. Granted, yes, Selena has always been a part of the brunches. I understand that, but like I said, it's an added layer when you purposely leave out the fact that Selena is going to be there. And she said it in her confessional, or a conversation that she had. So she purposely did it. And all of a sudden, it's a problem when JJ confronts it and sees it how it is. It was definitely malicious on Tisha's part. Now Tisha talking about, oh yeah, Sophia, you got a different tune when JJ is around. Now, one thing I will say, I can't stand the fact that JJ is trying to take control of this whole situation. Yes, this is your family. This is your daughter. These are your daughters. This is your ex-wife. But this is something that happened between Gucci and Selena. So allow them to say what they got to say and, squash it how they want to squash it, hash it out how they want to. And Gucci was like, no, that's not the situation. Now, me and Selena had a conversation. And now that we had the conversation, I'm fine with it. Like, it is what it is. But stop trying to act like she's switching up when she in front of her husband, because she's always been very consistent on, I don't want to be in the same room with her. I don't want to be in the same room with her. But you, Tisha, keep trying to take it upon yourself to make them be in the same room together. And it don't work like that. So you and Glenn can get the fuck on with that BS. Then it's Tisha saying that y'all was rude for leaving. Girl, no, they were not. They did not make a scene. And like I said, you already knew what it was. So what did you expect? And then you placed her at the same table as them. Like, you were really trying it. And I was cracking up when JJ said, okay, enough about Cliff X. Even the fact that Selena is working for them is crazy. Like, girl, Latrice, what? Cliff, what? This is y'all bar manager? So we're gonna see how that go. Okay. Tisha hit Glenn with, do you have a business plan? And no, he does not, because he ain't even want to talk about it, baby. You just out here remixing it, freestyling, and everything else. Sir, yeah, where is your business plan? Marie done got baptized, and that's a good thing. I did cackle a little bit at the fact that they were showing flashbacks of her throughout the seasons and, you know, her being in the mess and all of that. Because you renewed and restored now, Marie, are you still going to keep up with the mess? I mean, she been pretty low-key this season. I will give her that. She really ain't been playing too much into the drama. Even when she was upset that Tisha didn't have her stuff for the brunch, she just, you know, rolled with the punches. Okay, we just gonna agree to disagree. Like, it just is what it is. We ain't gonna make that much of a big deal about it. Even with Latrice, when Latrice was trying to come for her and basically say that she's a nobody, or she don't got as much going on. Hold on. She don't have as much going on as Latrice does, which I was looking at Latrice like, girl, y'all all got stuff going on. Like, stop trying to act like Marie ain't busy. But even with all of that, she was trying to keep it cute. So I do applaud Marie, you know, for just trying to keep everything level-headed and not really getting into the mess. Her cousin Nettie was there. Wasn't she the one who had went out to dinner with her and they was basically like, yeah, you think you better than us? I know the one who was at her graduation party. I think that's the one that was at the park. Child, when that lady stood up, I said, she came in there with that t-shirt on. I said, girl, why is you here at this graduation party with a t-shirt on like you was just going around earrings? What is you about to say on this mic? I thought she was about to be a player hater. But she kept it real cute. I said, okay now. Because, I mean, the way she got up and her choice of clothing had me worried. What? First and foremost, shout out to Latrice and Cliff for, you know, opening up 2 businesses in one day. Like, 2 grand openings, or a grand opening and a soft opening. Regardless of whatever, that's an accomplishment and that's amazing. Shout out to the girls of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Stormy. You know, I've always liked Stormy, even though I don't watch the show no more. And Nell was there as well. Shout out to Mel too, my girl Mel. You know, I seen Mel in the background of the Chateau Charade housewarming event. She was in the background. I was rewatching a clip the other day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's Mel the Stallion." Hey, girl. But yes, that's beautiful and everything. Now, So Gucci and JJ, I don't really understand why y'all came in there doing the most with the red carpet in the car and all of that. This is not y'all's event, so that was very annoying to see. But JJ is extra, so what do I expect? Selena is there. JJ did not speak, but he spoke to his daughters. It was awkward. The daughters want to pull Selena outside. I'm telling y'all, them daughters is messy. Them daughters is keeping up the mess, because why did you feel the need to pull your mama outside? For what? For what? Y'all can talk about that later when y'all get home. I don't know. It's just something about them daughters it's a bad taste in my mouth. Specifically, Sanjay. Okay? Because we know Star go and see them. What is the Star Sky? I guess her and Sanjay not really fooling with them, but whatever. So they go over the taste. Mind you, it's the soft opening for that, and then afterwards it's supposed to be Glendale birthday party. So he come in thinking he the superstar and everything else. Willie gets there. He extends the hand out to Glenn, and Glenn does one of those like, oh, you know, you got your hand out and then purposely miss. What is that? What is that? And then he whispers to Cliff that Willie is jealous of Cliff because he has a young wife. Meanwhile, Willie has Akeisha. First of all, Akeisha is beautiful, 1. 2, Akeisha is successful and accomplished as well. So where's the competition outside of age, the age difference? What's the competition between her and Latrice? All it is that Cliff and Glenn got going on with Willie and JJ is uncalled for, unnecessary, and I need them to stop. They look pathetic because the way JJ and Willie choose them men up is crazy. JJ was getting into Glenn's ass that other episode when he was like, basically, y'all need to stay on my business. And what if I got you together about how you weren't supposed to quit your job with the good insurance and all this stuff? Meanwhile, your wife got to get a mammogram and a biopsy and all this other stuff, but you decided to just quit. Oh, what's wrong? Okay, so it's the next day. Let me say this. First and foremost, I don't want none of y'all hoes trying to come for me for my auntie skills, okay? Because I did not know that my nephew was crying, because he has a tendency, you know, kids, he's 6. And so kids, they make their own noises. They be in their own world and everything else. And he does that, especially when he be playing with his tablet. So I thought he was just making noises. And then I looked up and he's crying. Like, he's full on crying. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, because I did not know that. I mean, I could have easily just looked over, but a lot of times I just be ignoring him when he be, you know, in his own world, because that's what I thought. Like, whole time he was crying, my dog bit him, the little one. So, like, I know it probably like shocked him more than anything, because I mean, he playing with her and everything else still today. But yeah, I'm like, it took for me to look at him for him to even say anything. Usually he'd be like, Auntie B. See, look. It just came out of nowhere. Like, oh my God, that just threw me off. So obviously it's another day. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so back to the situation at hand. Now, when it comes down to it, the taunting of the taunting that Cliff and Glenn are doing towards Willie is absolutely too much. They are taking it back to the sandbox, taking it back to childish ways. It was very high school like. Y'all are that pressed about this man's presence, and then for Cliff to be like, oh, he loved to poke and make fun at Glenn and his career and everything else, and now he can't handle it. No, the thing is, Willie can't handle the both of y'all. He be dragging the hell out of both of y'all. And then for Cliff to question who his barber is, not too much with that shit on top of your head. That thin shit on top of your head. You are the last one to talk about anybody's hairstyle. And then Willie got on Glenn, talking about he look like a broke magician. He can handle his. The thing is, the energy was totally unnecessary. It seems as if Willie thought that y'all was on a good foot, and then you two came in on some BS. Y'all was already plotting and scheming. This game very premeditated. And did y'all peep that Tisha was laughing the whole way through? Girl, what's funny? Meanwhile, Akeisha and Latrice, they both looking like, what the hell is this? Akeisha even said in her confessional, she is not really want to be invited somewhere and then to be treated like that. I totally get it. I would have left, because we're not doing this. Y'all not about to set me up. And Cliff, you look foolish, because this is your soft opening for your business. Instead of handling business, here you go trying to make a fool out of Willie. But that's something that you can't do. You're actually the one who's looking very foolish. So now y'all go into the gaslighting portion where y'all feel like, oh yeah, we're always joking and, you know, that's what we do. But all of a sudden, I don't know, something about today, you know, is making Willie seem like a bitch. Y'all targeted him first. So now y'all about to sit here and try to turn this on him. Glenn, please, you and your follicles, okay? Bitch can't even say follicles. But want to try to go in on somebody, boy, please, you're easy reading. That's why Willie can easily get under y'all skin, because y'all really are that easy to drown on, for real. Okay, get out. Thank you. Yeah, it's like so easy to drown on. Like, let's be for real. Y'all are dumber and dumber. Y'all thought y'all was gonna comfort him, and y'all was the one who got ate up, like always. And see, this is why I'm unsure about having children, because it's always something. That last clip, in between that, my nephew stepped in some dog poo in the backyard and then decided to walk through the house with it to tell me that he did it. Why didn't you just take off the shoe? He talking about some ew. I'm like, ew, what? And then I look, and there it was. Luckily, my mom was walking into the door, so she got into high gear. She started mopping the floors, and I cleaned his shoes outside. Like, it's so much. Okay, so what was I saying? Anyway, random side note, again, these are thoughts that just pop in through my head sporadically. Why was Marie's baptism so empty? Like, why was this before hours? Like, I wasn't understanding why nobody was really in that church house. The men obviously ain't seen it for each other. And at this point, Cliff is standing up talking about how he don't like Willie and XYZ. Okay, and I'm with Akeisha. And one thing about it, let's circle back to that. We don't give up, okay? Now, if you think you about to be cool with me and not my husband, you're sadly mistaken. I said, I know that's right, Akeisha, because what is Cliff on? And Latrice is like, what the is happening? This is supposed to be our grand opening, and the men are going back and forth. Typically, it's the Bells. Child, what's going on? Like, Latrice was really trying to diffuse the situation. Like, I mean, y'all all secretly want to be friends. Like, but no, they keep carrying on the way they're carrying on. You need to get Zaddy in order. Calling Willie a Belle, and then Willie like, yeah, you can suck these bells. Now everybody want to be shocked. What are y'all being shocked for? And Tisha, I officially cannot stand Tisha. Like, Tisha been getting on my nerves all motherfucking season, but really, like, these little confessionals, the little slick shit she be trying to say, girl, what? Because the fact that she talking about Akeisha then Willie ear hyping him up like a chihuahua. Meanwhile, your husband is sitting next to you when you cackling and everything else and then getting his bitch ass in check. He's the one who started all of this. So if you fine with him saying everything out of his mouth, you co-signing as well. Like, girl, what the fuck is you even talking about? Now is not the time for your husband to be doing this at people's establishment. Now, if somebody did this at one of your raggedy ass brunches, you would have be in your feelings about it, right? Okay, I'm with JJ. All that fake gangster ish that Glenn and Cliff doing for the TV, know that somebody is gonna start feeling some type of way, and people gonna really start moving furniture around. And that's exactly what's about to happen, because Cliff, what did you expect for Willie to do when you stood up? He stood up right along with you. Yeah, y'all definitely riding his nutsack. So he has every right to defend himself. Glenn, you do ride it. You ride Cliff dick. Cliff is the mastermind and you the little sidekick. Y'all both be on some fuck shit together, but Cliff is running the show. And Cliff be doing all that, I'm a man. But you and Glenn out here running around like two little ass boys, intimidated by Willie and his confidence. Now, let me say something real quick too, because they are very hell-bent on Willie not liking them and Willie thinking that he better than them. No, I do think that when Willie got introduced to the group, that it was a culture shock, because he is from up north. So then coming to somewhere deep rooted in southernness in Mississippi, I do think that took him aback. And then you got people like JJ, who was like super animated, and then these men, they say all these crazy things out of their mouth. Willie does not have the same mindset, clearly. I don't know what his thought process is 100%, but yeah, he don't be talking all that crazy shit compared to the other men in this group. Now, obviously, I don't think that he thinks he's better than anybody, because JJ, of all people, is his bestie of all the husbands. So I think it just took some adjusting for him to get used to being around them. But it's Glenn and Cliff's insecurities. I guess he don't talk shit in the way that they talk shit. And so they like, oh, what's up with him? Oh, he think he better than us because he not on the same page that we on? That's that. And like I said, it's an insecurity that these two men have. We already know that they carry a lot of insecurities without even having Willie in the picture. But bringing somebody like Willie, oh no, they don't like that. So let's show out to let him know that we the top dogs, when really y'all niggas is the weakest links. Bitch, I'm sorry. They set it off in that bitch. Like, because Glenn, what you thought you was gonna do was start some shit with Willie, and you was not ready to finish it. Baby, Willie was standing 10 toes down, looking like, oh, bitch, come over here if you want to. Like, you not ready, Glenn. Cliff not ready either, because you see Cliff ass wasn't ready to go and jump in with Glenn. Nah, but he was yelling all that F you to Willie, and Willie was like, oh, F you. And Akeisha was like, fuck you too. So then Tisha want to jump in. Bitch, fuck you. Watch out, ho. I wish they would have let Akeisha over there to Tisha. Because at the end of the day, Tisha, bitch, you might need to get bopped, because You was fine with it. You was fine with it. I don't care. You up there keeping up with Glenn mess. And you can't tell me, because when she was in her confessional talking about this is too much and Willie is this and Willie is that, you can't sit here and tell me that you don't know that your husband don't like this man. The way that Cliff and Glenn be so pressed about Willie, you can't tell me that Glenn don't come home and talk shit about Willie. Why you trying to act so oblivious to their beef? Girl, please. So to this point, Akeisha and Letitia getting all rowdy. I don't know who that was in a pink jumpsuit, but she was team Akeisha, baby. They both was about to jump in on Tisha. So at this point, everything that got started. You know, Glenn standing up on the couch, act like he about to do something. Willie is unbothered at this point. He like, man, let me go home, child. I got contracts. I got business to take care of. And Akeisha outside like, you know what? I'm tired of playing nice with this motherfucking bitch, okay? We not doing this no more. And then you got, because at this point, so Gucci is like, Akeisha, get in a car, girl. If my girl going, I'm going too. Like I said, I love their relationship. But Tisha talking about, I'm so tired of her. She been in competition with me. Let me bring you in a little closer. Akeisha has been in competition with you. Now, I'm going to give you this. Her first season, I definitely was like, ooh, I ain't feeling her. I ain't like her attitude. It definitely felt like she was trying to bite off Tisha concept. But one thing about it, Miss Akeisha walked that walk and talked that motherfucking talk. Because here she is opening businesses on Fair Street. Baby, you so far removed from Fair Street, Letitia, it's not even funny. We forgot the whole plot. The whole reason this show even started. Meanwhile, you got somebody coming in midway that's actually pulling up and opening up businesses. So, trying to steal your concept where? At this point, baby, you can't compare when you don't compete. You can't compete when you don't compare. I know I said that shit backwards, but you know what the hell I'm saying, baby. You're not it, Tisha. I'm sorry. I do feel for Latrice because this is her business and you don't want your business to be associated with anything bad. So the one thing I will say though is that they should have stepped in. The ladies probably should have stepped in a lot sooner to diffuse the situation. It do look like so Gucci was trying to, see what was going on. And Latrice was trying to, kind of diffuse it somewhat. But maybe separating the husbands for a little bit would have made the situation better, but I'm not putting that on them. This is all on the husbands, period. And Cliff, out of all of them, you out of order the most because you let this happen in your new place of business. Glenn, you runner up because bitch, you started this whole thing and you wasn't ready. And Tisha, you went third place because I'm tired of your raggedy wig wearing ass. So now we're dealing with the aftermath. I don't know how far after this was because Akeisha got braids and those are not fresh braids. And Willie's retwist is no longer fresh either. So was this like a month later? I'm trying to gauge how long this was after the party. But Akeisha is fed up. She's like, how dare y'all invite me and my husband to this event, Latrice and Cliff, and then treat my husband the way that y'all treated us. Like, she's done when it comes down to that. And she been done with Letitia and Glenn. And she was like, I've been had Letitia's number from the day that I met her. So then we go over to Latrice and Cliff house and Letitia over there. And she's like, I had to come check on you after all of that stuff. And in her confessional, Latrice is saying that she feels like Akeisha and Willie intentionally ruined her event. But your husband intentionally ruined y'all's event. One, because he allowed Glenn to start bashing Willie in front of him, and I guess he expected Willie not to say anything. I don't know why he would expect that because, like I said, Willie has never backed down from neither one of them. And then two, Glenn started it. Like, Glenn is the one who got rowdy and everything else. And then for a third, Cliff is the one who stood up first. So show me where Willie started the shit, please. And jealous of what? Like I said earlier, Willie and Akeisha are very established. And so is Cliff and Latrice. There is no competition when it comes down to that. Y'all both are successful. So I am very sure that Akeisha is not jealous of your situation, Latrice. Like, not. If anything, if we gonna go there, if you want to sit there and talk about jealousy, maybe you're jealous of her for being in a relationship that seems pretty loving. I'm not saying that they're perfect, but it seems like it's more loving than the situation with you and your husband. that they're around the same age and she ain't gotta worry about the burdens of being with an old controlling ass man who just want you barefoot and pregnant. Meanwhile, you know you're gonna be a single mother, a single married woman. Like, girl, what's the competition? Where's the jealousy? Like, is it in the room with us? Because I don't see it. And now Latrice feel like she is more open to being around Marie compared to Akeisha. And now they feel like Akeisha is the op in that she don't need to be around. Tisha, do you know that you actually the villain of all of this shit? You're the one that keeps up the most mess, just like Akeisha said. Akeisha said that Latrice and Letitia be the ones who be keeping up the most, and they do. And they do.
You need anything from the store?
I'm gonna go. And they do. Like, so I just don't understand it. And y'all think y'all about to push her out, but the whole time, bitch, Akeisha don't need this motherfucking show, because guess what? She told Carlos King last night on his live that she was motherfucking out. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. And I think they were saying something about Carlos is so-and-so Gucci or something like that. Listen, those were my two favorites. Well, no. So Gucci was my favorite. Marie, my favorite. And I do like Akeisha. After her first season, I did come around to Akeisha. I did like her personality and everything. But Akeisha don't need this motherfucking show. She don't. And I'm glad she left. But the only thing is, now I'm like, dang, if So Gucci and Akeisha leave, I'm not going to want to watch it no more, to be honest. I'm not. So I don't know where the Belle Collective stands. I know that they got renewed for season 6. I don't know. Because, I mean, really, Tambra could go. She don't serve no purpose. Selena, she was straight. I mean, she really didn't bother me as much as I thought that she was going to, but she was straight. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this whole season. I like I said, I don't like Tisha at all. Her and her whack ass husband, Latrice and her whack ass husband. Latrice don't really bother me that much. There is certain little slick shit that she say, but even the fact that she brought Antoinette back on here for a hot second, and Antoinette looked dumb as fuck. Like, girl, you thought that you was gonna eat the girls up and you didn't. They escorted your dumb ass out of that damn room so quick. Because, girl, why are you here? If you are so booked and busy and this show tarnished your brand or whatever the hell it was, girl, then why the hell did you show your face again? Pinch lip? Like, girl, please. I could not stand Antoinette on the earlier season. On the first season, I can't stand her ass now. So, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this season. Y'all let me know who team y'all on. I'm siding with Akeisha and Willie all the way down, baby. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, baby. I know this review probably gonna be long as hell. I don't know, but let's get down in the comments to talk, y'all. I might come back for the reunion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bye. Carlos motherfucking King. Why is Antoinette dressed up, mic'd up, maked up, hair up? Like, girl, what? Why is Antoinette at the reunion? That shit don't make no sense. I'm going to just wait till Friday. Bye, y'all.